again, welcome to today's attempt of a Stepdle puzzle. On this day in 1872, Roald Amundsen was born, famous explorer. Went to the North Pole, went to the South Pole, and went to a lot of other places as well. And so to mark this occasion, I'm going to be using some words connected with him as my starting guesses. And of course I'm going to start with pole, can't really avoid it, I've already said it twice in the introduction. Oh, they're all wrong. That is unexpected, but luckily I do have one backup. We're going to go for brig, a ship, because there is actually a German brig named after him. Now that is unfortunate, so I'm just going to have to go for 4 new letters. Let's try mast, because the ship has got a mast. Oh, it's going to be the U. For one vowel I haven't tried yet. That is quite annoying. What am I going to do with the U? That is another question. Sunk? I mean, it can't be a USH ending, because with the S can't be third. It's not even sunk, or suck, which is a bit sucky. What on earth is this word? The fact that the S can't be third, I mean, it could be suds. Are we going to have a duplicated S? They do tend not to have plurals, but it's a possibility if I can't think of anything else. Such, that's a word. Oh, I don't know why I found that such a difficult one. But we get there in 5. Sometimes it takes me a lot longer on those short ones, because you get into a hard mode trap. So, it could have been worse, I suppose. Anyway, we will move on to south. This has got 3 letters in common with such, so it's probably not going to be very useful. Ah, we've got the S-U and H as well. It's actually more useful than I gave it credit for. Shrug. Oh, shrub. That's very annoying. I was so close to a 2. But at least it was quicker than the 4-letter one, so we will move on to heroic, because he was part of the heroic age of Antarctic exploration. But heroic is not a heroic start, we only get the I. So I suppose that means we're going to need to try an ing ending. Let's try sating my curiosity about whether that is indeed the ending. It is not, but at least we've got a few more letters. What am I going to do with the IN? It could be an IN beginning. Don't really want to try that just yet. I'm thinking I blank AL could be the ending. Something like spinal. But of course we can't use the S, annoyingly. It could be blank IN, I suppose. Something like binary, but of course we've ruled out the R as well. So it can't quite be that. So, what is it going to be? The only other thing I can think of is inlaid, which is not correct because the I can't be 5th, but I'm just trying to think of something that could be an IN beginning. And struggling, to be fair. Pinball would be a great guess if this was the 7-letter one, but of course it's not, so it can't be. I suppose it could be the N could be last, it doesn't have to be straight after the A. Bin man? Ah, we have made some progress. Ah, infamy would have been a good guess as well, now that I've got the M and the A, but of course they're the wrong way round, so it can't be infamy. Really does feel like it's going to start with the I. Ah, maybe it will start with an A. Animal. I was duplicating the wrong letter in my head all that time. Anyway, we will end with passage, because he led the first expedition to successfully traverse the Northwest Passage in the Arctic. Passage unexpectedly gives me a P, but it does rule out some good letters. It's not an ED, it's not an ER, it's not an ING ending. So I might be in a bit of trouble, because I don't know what I'm going to do. Can't even be plastic, but it definitely could be an IC ending. But I do have to use the P somewhere. I'm thinking something like cryptic, but we need to use the A. Capably? No, because we can't duplicate the A. We've got to use the A in second, and we can't duplicate it. Campful? As in, how many people did the grizzly bear eat? A whole campful. That's not a word, is it? It is not. I didn't think so. But what am I going to do instead? Because it can't be capture, because we can't use the E. That's the problem here. Which makes it a much more difficult problem to solve. Camp out isn't a word? Oh, it is. Oh, and it's given me a lot more information. That is very useful. I have really hit the jackpot there. That was quite lucky, because I would never have thought of jackpot without a few more letters, and the fact that whatever I actually went for was a word unexpectedly definitely helped speed that up a bit, so that's a relief. So 5, 3, 4, 3. Not my best, not my worst. It's not terrible, is it? Still had 5 guesses left. And that is the Stepdle puzzle. So thank you for watching. Now go and explore the Antarctic. Bye for now.